What's poppin' YouTube? It's your man King D here, and I want to talk about E3, the whole experience from Microsoft and Sony press conference. Microsoft went first. They was like, I think what I did like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then Sony was at like 9. Everybody showed off something good. Everybody showed off something appealing to everybody. Now, if you did not see E3, if you did not hear anything about E3, I don't know where the hell you been. But everybody's pretty much been talking. I know I've seen it on Twitter. Everybody put it up there. Sony won E3. Sony is going to win the next gen platform. And everybody is speculating this shit just because of the two things they threw out there. For starters, the very first thing they threw out there was you can buy a used game from GameStop and it'll work on your PS4. Unlike Microsoft, but the Xbox One. But Xbox One, I think you can buy a used game, but they want like some of the profits. Like I said, if you spent like $50 on a used game, but then you got to turn around and spend I think like 15, 20 bucks so it can work on your console or some shit. Ever how Microsoft's trying to do it. Nobody really knows how Microsoft's trying to do this bullshit. But Sony's just like, oh, fuck that. You can just go out and buy it, put it in your PS4, and it's a work how it should with your current consoles now. And then was the big shocker for Sony's press conference, and this is what made everybody happy with their press conference, was the fact that the price point, $400 for the PS4 when it launches. That was the bigger slap that everybody faced. Like everybody actually wanted to jump up and applaud supposedly at the E3 press conference, and that's the only real thing that I say Sony had going for them. Because the rest of their press conference was trash. I think it put the camera on 9. I waited around 9. I had to leave, go get my prescription and everything else. So I didn't really see it. I came back around 10 and I seen the remaining of it. And when I seen the remaining of the press conference, I was not impressed from the 10 to whatever. Because they only really said two good things really was you could play used games and a price point. But everything else they showed, I ain't seen no exclusive gameplay. Like no exclusive games for the PS4. I just only seen a bunch of multi-platform games that I could either get on the Xbox 360, PS3, Wii U, Xbox One. It like all I was seeing was a bunch of fucking multi-platform games. So I really impressed with that. Game aspects, but especially for coming from off the PS3 high, where Sony has a whole lot of fucking exclusive games like The Last of Us, Uncharted, God of War, Little Planet, Ratchet & Clank. Like they have a lot of fucking shit. Well, technically not Ratchet & Clank no more because some of that games with the with multi-platform, so they're going everywhere. But the thing is like you would think they were showing some exclusive gameplay, and the only gameplay that I heard they actually showed was where everybody already know of is Killzone, Infamous Second Son, and what's the other one? A driving game. It's not Gran Turismo. I think it's just, I don't know what it's called. I forgot the name of it. Excuse me. But it was like, for me, for game wise, for the gaming aspect of it, you didn't really appeal to me. You showed me that you know that you care about the community by still you doing the used game thing, and you care about a low price point, which is $400 fucking bucks, was a big ups because a lot of people won't jump on a PS4 just because of price point. But for me, you showed absolutely nothing appealing at your showcase. You showed me a laggy ass fucking Assassin's Creed video where the game kept freezing and crashing. Again, I brought Assassin's Creed 3 for the Wii U. I have not. That's a series that I can pass up on, or I can buy that on any other console. So I'm not gonna really care about buying it on PS4. You show me Watch Dogs. That's also again that's on other fucking platforms. That's not really appealing to me. You show me Destiny. That's also again that's going to be on the Xbox One. It's not really. That's not exclusive to the to the PS4. And then also on a side note too. One thing that I think a lot of people had misconstrued and not understood, you would need to purchase PlayStation Plus to play online, and that I think that's the real kicker that I think a lot of people are misunderstanding. I think now people are like, well, I can tolerate that. I can play PlayStation Plus and play online. See, people say that shit, but then they turn around and like, I don't want to pay for fucking subscription. It should be free to play still. It ain't free to play. it had already been announced that I read 3 articles saying that you must have PlayStation Plus to play online if you want to play your Call of Duty Ghost, or you want to play your Destiny, if you want to play whatever online, or Battlefield 4 on PS4. You would need to have PlayStation Plus to play multiplayer. And I think a lot of people say, well, that's not bad. It's like $5 a month. So Microsoft was saying the exact same shit, and people fucking got pissed. So you know what? You will lose some type people, but the price point still, the $400 price point still gonna get people. Doesn't matter. That price point is just amazing for a lot of people, because next gen and it's cheap. A lot of people want to love that shit. Doesn't really matter. So real quick, let me get into Microsoft real quick. I don't want to make this video real long. Microsoft and me won the press conference. Sony stole the show. Microsoft won the press conference, and what I mean for each one, all my Sony stole the show because of the price point and the used game statements. If them two shits was not there, Sony didn't have shit. For me, Microsoft won it because they stuck to what they should have shown. Because when they revealed the Xbox One, they talked about TV. They talked about what the machine could do, which I liked and what I expect them to do. Now E3, they did exactly what I expect them to do. They showed nothing but exclusive games from beginning to end. And the #1 game that I was mostly pumped for was Killer Instinct, and I was like, I was sold. I didn't care how much the Xbox One was. If I can get Killer Instinct, oh, I'm happy. Like that's just me. That's just me though. That's the game that again appeals to me. Sony didn't show no games to appeal to me. Sony only showed what Kingdom Hearts 3 that's in development, so no one knows when that's going to come out. And I have been a Final Fantasy fan since Final Fantasy 7, so that's the only 2 games I've really seen that they showed that was exclusive to them, I'm guessing. And then I didn't, well, I know Final Fantasy 7 is, or Final Fantasy is, but I'm like, I have not played Final Fantasy since Final Fantasy 7, and I really don't really care. So I'm like, 2 games like that don't really hold me up, especially for Kingdom Hearts, so no one knows when that comes out. So that's my thing. But at least Microsoft for the Xbox One showed a lot of shit. I'm a big time Forza fan. Forza is like the best car game out there, period. And I like how the graphics look for Forza 5, or yeah, Forza 5. Is it Forza 5? I don't remember the case that. Yeah, Forza 5. And then so it's like I'm looking forward to that. It's like that right there will hold my attention. Rise, the Son of Rome looks amazing. That looked like something that I like to play anyway. It looked very gritty, very dirty. It looked like a mix between, I want to say, not over the extreme top of God of War, mix The Witcher. This from that feel and that era type shit. When I say over the top, to my like fighting demons and you're floating around and shit with magical powers. Not like that, but it's just like it just had that time era in it. So that, like I said, that looked amazing. Cause I remember when they showed that shit off at E3. I want to say like 2 years ago. It was supposed to be a Connect only game. It looked amazing, but I was like, Connect only game? Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of passing on that. But it's like now it's just a straight Xbox exclusive game. I'm like, yeah, fuck that. Definitely gotta pick that up. I'm like, that looked fucking great. Killer Instinct again looks fucking great. And then you got Dead Rising, which is once again a fucking Xbox exclusive, which to me, I don't even care. Let's be real here. The very first Dead Rising game that came out, I want to say in 2008, that was exclusive to Microsoft, and that's no Capcom came out of nowhere and put it on the Wii, and with the chop version that they called it. And next Dead Rising 2 came out, and it was like a multi-platform game. So like I said, realistically, I don't really care that being exclusive. It's a one-up, I guess, for Microsoft. At least they actually still have an exclusive game. They got it right back. That's cool. I think also on why I got it back, because I think the record showed that Dead Rising sold more on Microsoft, so I think that's on why it kept it on there. But I really don't care. I've seen bad comments about it. A lot of people saying it's Grand Theft Auto with zombies, just because you seen him get to a car and he took off and ran over zombies. Last time I checked, that was in Dead Rising 1 and 2 and off the record. So Dead Rising 2 off the record. Like, you can get in a car and run over fucking zombies. I'm just saying. So I mean, people are going to critique Microsoft. A lot of people was critiquing Microsoft from the beginning of the show to the end, from in the chat rooms. Like, they was saying that it won't be shit like Sony. But me personally, I kind of feel like for a whole Microsoft press conference, it was a lot of Sony fanboys in there already bashing Microsoft press conference before they even did anything. So I mean, that's my thing, because to me, Microsoft kept to the basics. They showed a bunch of exclusives, which I like, and that's the main thing that got me. You showed me games that I care about. You didn't show me a bunch of multiplats. You didn't show me fucking NBA 2K14. You didn't show me Watch Dogs. You didn't show me. Okay, I didn't see Call of Duty, so I didn't care. But I did see Battlefield. But I'm just like whatever with that. But you showed me more than just a bunch of multi-platform games that I know that's going to be coming to the console. So, but you showed me shit that I know that I can only get on that console, and that's what won it over for me. For me, if it came down to $400 versus $5, I'm going with the $5 console, just because I'm not gonna lie, I'm more of a Microsoft fan than Sony. I do buy all of them, but the thing is, I'm just like, I'm leaning more towards Microsoft just because they showed me more games, not because of the price point and used games and that always online bullshit. Because to me personally, if you watch Sony press conference, if you've seen Sony press conference, when the one dude walked off stage after they just got done showing what was it, Destiny? I don't think it was Destiny. It was Watch Dogs. I mean, I think it was Watch Dogs. After he walked off stage after showing Watch Dogs, and he brought it back to the main dude who supposed to be talking for the press conference. When the main dude walked back on stage, he goes, that word, he said on his breath real low. I was hoping that he showed a little bit more than what he has now, and I think that's when they kind of kick in the gear to start bashing fucking Microsoft, because they didn't have anything, and like really they didn't have anything at all. So it's like nothing really memorable. I don't, like I said again, I still have not beat Killzone 3 yet, and I mean cause it didn't appeal to me. So it's like I don't really care for new Killzone, and it's like it is what it is. At least Microsoft showed off a brand new first-person shooter, Titanfall. It looks good, but then it looks bad too at the same time. I'm not really into the whole mech suit type thing. It shows first-person shooter, then it's like when like a mech suit falls from the sky, you can get in that and take out some shit. Like I'm not really a mech suit type person, so I don't know how I feel about the game. I have like mixed feelings about it. Maybe I had to see more into it, but at least, like I said, Microsoft showed a whole lot more value in what they bring to the table, video game wise, versus Sony and a third person and a third party game wise. Like, we get it, Sony. You're going to get third party. You're not Nintendo. You're not going to get nothing. We get it. So it's just like, for me, I'm more for Microsoft. Microsoft won regardless. Like I said, the only thing that really held up the bargain for Sony was the used games and the price point, $400. That's what I'm telling you. If I went to anybody and told them that the 360 or the Xbox One do not play used games and it's $500, and when somebody told them the PS4 plays used games and it's $400, what are you gonna buy? They're gonna look at me like, well, I think the goddamn PS4 because it plays used games and it's $400. It's cheaper, but you don't know what games come with it. But see, again, my thing is nobody really knows what's Microsoft really going to do with the used games. They have said it can play used games, but they said they might charge. They never really said exactly what they're going to do. So my thing is too, by Sony saying this, and Sony want to be on the high horse, and I'm going to just be realistic with it, over time, Microsoft can actually drop that whole thing within a year or two and make where you can play used games with no charge. I'm just saying, shit will always fucking change. And shit like this, it doesn't really matter. So right now, the way I'm looking at it, and anything goes right now. It just whatever. Hey, me personally, Microsoft won. Sony, like I said, Sony just had a good last 5 minute, 10 minute showing. And that was just the two things they had going for it. Cause nothing was there. And let me talk about Destiny real quick. Destiny just looked like a Halo without Master Chief. I don't know how I feel about Destiny. I understand, like, of course Sony showed them. I want to see how Bungie do now that they're going third party. But I'm just like, I didn't even see nothing special out of Bungie. I just seen that. I know and of course now a lot of people was talking shit. They was like, well, how Microsoft fanboys feel that Bungie is showing off their game at a Sony press conference, which is funny to me because a lot of people, unless you did not see Microsoft press conference Insomniac Games, the exact same thing what Bungie did. They was at Microsoft press conference showing off an exclusive game only to Microsoft. They were showing off their game. And if you don't know what Insomniac Games made, they had made Resistance and what's the other one? Ratchet and Clank. So there you go. I mean, it is what it is. Both companies that were known to making games only for their platformers are now doing third party. But it is what it is, YouTube, man. I had to talk about this E3 shit because that shit was crazy last night. But you know what it is. I gotta say Microsoft for the win. But everybody got their own opinion, each his own. But it's your man King Day. What?